We got the legend Rob Ryan in the house to kick off the show. USC's new linebackers coach. Our interview is presented by I Trust Capital, the official crypto platform of the USC Trojans. Coach, our official welcome to the Trojan family. You've been here for a little bit, but you finally, last couple of weeks, you've got to get out there on the practice field. First time back in college in a while for you. What's it been like? What have your observations been like? Getting out there, get to put your hands on guys a little bit.
I think it's been great. I mean, it has been a little while, 25 years, so that's a long time. But, football's football. I knew I was coming to the best place in the country and with the best coaches, so I get out there and man, I'm excited with the talent we got here. I mean, it's like coaching the guys I'm used to coaching with Dez and EG, so there's no drop-off there. Those two guys are going to be playing a long time, and you guys know that. So it's been a lot of fun. The only tough thing is, man, that Lincoln Riley's offense is a bear, man, on linebackers. Like, we need an extra eye for linebackers. We got to stick an extra eye somewhere because, man, you got to see so much. But these guys are doing great. They're handling everything, and Sean, you'll be happy. They're coming downhill, splattering people, so, it'll be good. And eventually we'll be knocking quarterbacks out, Cody. So I'm going to love to see that.
Coach, you've been doing it for a long time. I'm sure you've seen every kind of defense you can run out there. But with Coach Lynn, you've worked with him before with the Ravens, and now you get a chance to link back up with him again. What makes his kind of his scheme unique to what he's kind of doing?
Well, I mean, Dan's such a smart guy and cerebral guy and hard worker. And like you say, the last time we were together, we were number one in the NFL in defense. But
not too bad.
But anyway, so I'm sure we'll do that again. But he is so smart, and he's a great young coach, and really that's why attracted me. He called me, and I'm like, well, I mean, let me check this thing out. And then I talked to Lincoln, another phenomenal coach, and I'm like, my father hired me and my brother after 10 years of college coaching. We're like, we need to make it, and we needed nepotism to get a chance, and that I broke in with Buddy Ryan and broke in with Bill Belichick. I mean, those are pretty good coaches. So when you're around the best, you get confidence. You get more confidence than anybody. You know everything, and that's what I want to do for my son. I'm 62 years old, to give him an opportunity like this to be around those great coaches, Danton Lynn and Lincoln Riley. I mean, please, a slam dunk, and then he can be around me, the best linebacker coach, ain't close, and that's just the truth. So, I mean, it's awesome, and it is a great chance. And, man, the culture here is awesome. Like, this has been fun. Like, I know it's college, but, no, this is awesome. Like, it's a family. You feel the guys growing together and closer together, so it's been a fantastic experience.
Coach, you mentioned him briefly, but Desmond Stevens is a guy that I've been very high on for a while now. He was very exciting last year as a freshman. I think he's going to be a breakout star this year on defense. What excites you the most about his game, and what do you expect to see this year from that young, talented player?
Well, I think he's going to be fantastic,
Agreed,
just like you. And, he does so many things well. Like, he's really smart. He's physical. He's got great speed. I mean, there's everything to him. He'll cross his feet over some. We got to work on that as coaches, but this guy's tremendous. And, to walk into a group with those two backers and young Jaden Walker's going to be a great player. Yeah. I mean, this is a great place to be, and I timed it up just right. Get those two guys. I mean, shoot, anybody can coach them, but I hope to make them a little bit better. You know that.
And what about Eric Gentry? Because you mentioned him. We call him a unicorn. The problem last year was once the unicorn went out, he's so hard to replace because he is so unique. Have you ever coached a guy with his body type that you can think of? How do you project EG and getting the most out of him with his unique skill set?
Well, I think, you hit it on the head. He can do so much and do everything well. I mean, he is a unique guy, but, Malcolm Jenkins might be the closest guy. He can play everywhere. We made the Pro Bowls all over the place. So, play out in the slot, play inside is like basically a linebacker, which he can do, obviously. He can rush the passer from an edge. Yeah. I mean, he can't do there's nothing this guy can't do. He, like I like to say, he does the unusual usual. Like it's natural form, but he is a unique human being. There's no question. At 6'6", can run like a deer. he's just a great playmaker. So I am fortunate enough to be here for his last year in college and to watch him, hopefully be All-American. It'd be fantastic.
Coach, in the NFL, there's no recruiting, and maybe some questions on whether or not you were going to be part of the recruiting process here at SC. But as soon as you got here, it seemed like you jumped on a plane and you're out there trying to recruit guys. What's it like been recruiting players to go to school again as opposed to just getting them handed to you?
Well, Sean, you'll be happy to know that I was jumped on that plane with Henny, and the general, I call him, Doug Belk. I mean, These guys are the best in the business. So, shoot, I'm just I walk in there and they roll out the red carpet. Oh, Henny. I'm like, I think I can do this. But, this is a people business. I mean, you guys played in it forever. You know it's a people business, and it's a genuine people business. Yep. So if you're genuine in anything you do in this business and this line of work, you'll be successful. I mean, you watch. I'll be successful doing this. I know I can do it, and because I love the players. I love everything about football and the people. And you talk about the greatest people in the world. So I'm looking forward to it because I know I'll be good at it.
Yep.
Coach, you won 2 Super Bowls in New England. You've been at the top of the top, a legendary coach. In your opinion, what does it take to get there as a team, as a staff, whether college or NFL, but what does it take as a team to win a championship?
Well, I mean, obviously it's players over scheme. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And I know what works is smart, tough, competitive, selfless, hard work, and football is important. And you guys know it. I mean, the NFL, that's all that's there.
Yeah.
There's nobody else that's there. And I know that'll work here at this level. I mean, I talked to my son. My son's won 2 national championships. One as a player at Clemson, one as a student coach at Alabama. And man, those are the things that happen. And you can feel it here. Like you can feel our guys pulling the rope the same direction and really caring about Lincoln's philosophy and his culture. And man, it's growing. And to be a part of it now, to jump in here and get in there. Right now, I mean, I came in here where it's going to get ready to get hot. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
You're listening to Rob Ryan on Trojans Live. You mentioned your son, Matthew. Is it just like a full circle moment for you? I mean, you mentioned it earlier. This is how it all began for you. At the wing of your father, who's one of the great defensive coordinators in the history of the sport. What is it like now on the other side of that?
Well, I mean, it's cool. Like that's why I came back. I mean, I could have stayed and rode it out in the National Football League. It's not like I was fired. I chose this. I handpicked this after talking to Danton first, and then my love for him, and then to talk to Lincoln. I'm like, man, this guy sounds awesome. So I came down, met him in person. We talked at length, and this was going to be an unbelievable opportunity. I'm not looking to advance. I mean, I want to win national championships because I haven't done it. My son has, but and Rex's son has. But I want to do that. But the most important thing for me is to give back to my son the same way my dad did. I mean, he hired 2 guys that, we were in college, but we didn't know football like he knew football. We didn't know like Belichick and all that, but. There's a reason why we were there for 25 years apiece. It wasn't nepotism. It's because we were good.
Yeah.
And so I got there from nepotism. Cool. Yeah, but also everybody else that got fired along the way, I kept winning and 20 years coordinating, so I think I was decent. And I want my son to learn. And the biggest thing I think people make mistakes at is when they want to coach, like, ooh, I have to be Nick Saban, I got to be this guy, I got to be that. No, you don't. You just have to be yourself. If you're yourself, players going to love that because, that's worked for me. In all those years, I was never Buddy Ryan. I was never half as tough as Buddy Ryan. I was never, whatever Belichick, man, he was, that dude was sarcastic and, man, but he was Bill Belichick. I'm Rob Ryan. I know I'm successful because of just being myself. And I want Matthew to learn that. And I think if he had gone to someplace else, you never know what's going to happen. Now he wants to be some other guy. It's never going to make it. Hell, that ain't good. I want him to be around the best. He's around the best coach. Like Lincoln Riley's the best head coach, and Danton Lynn, without question, is the best coordinator in football. I don't care pro or college. So that's a great learning part. And then when you're in college, recruiting's so good. I mean, we got Henny and Doug Belk. he can learn from them too. I don't know if I can. I'm 62 years old, but I know he can. And this, you're talking about the number one business student in the world, or last year in his senior year. He was number one, so people don't know that about the Ryans. There's hidden intelligence there. My mom had her doctorate from University of Chicago. They don't give those away.
It's all a show, that other stuff, man. I know you, Coach.
My older brother, God rest his soul, was a lawyer. Like, come on. There's hidden in there some intelligence.
25 years, Coach, you mentioned coaching in the NFL. I think one of the, my favorite, parts of being in the NFL was just the characters, right? And, I see a coach like you, just an old ball coach, just getting after it. It reminds me of the characters that were in the NFL. You've talked about Kaluka Mayava at nauseum sometimes. He's a great player. If you could roll back the clock, who are some of the great characters in your time coaching in the NFL that really left the imprint on you?
Well, I've learned so much from players, and that's what I tell the guys. You learn more from players than you actually do some coaches sometime. And I'll start with the great Willie McGinnis. I had a great Willie McGinnis, who I love. All right, he played left outside backer. He's tough as hell. He could jam a receiver. Steve Smith, knock him down. That's not easy. Yep. Got a penalty for it because he hit him so hard, but it was legal. But he could do everything. And then Mike Vrabel. Yep. I get Mike Vrabel from Pittsburgh. He's a career backup, and Belichick's like, Rob, you better make this guy a player. So I'm like, all right. I meet with the guy, and I'm like, hey, dude, here's what's going to happen. You're either going to be great or we're both going to get fired. But he was the smartest guy ever, and he did tell me, Rob, if I ever played left outside linebacker, I'd lead the league in sacks because I got all my counters, and you keep me on the right. I'm like, that's all right. Willie's playing left. But we do win Super Bowls. Yeah. Now, to Vrabel's credit, when I left to Oakland and he left to Kansas City, he did play left outside backer. And he did lead the league in sacks. He wasn't lying. But there's characters. That's the best thing about it. It's the people. They're all over the place. And Sean Lee, my God, he was great. And even guys that weren't so great, they're just good people. But, shoot, come on now. I can't say anything. But my last guy was Max Crosby.
There you go.
And I absolutely love Max. And you can't possibly work as hard as him. It's mathematically impossible. I know there's this great mathematic department here, but, I don't care what kind of trigonometry you do. You're not going to work as hard as this guy. It's mathematically impossible, and he loves it, and he is so great, and I'm so happy that, he got the raise and everything that he deserves that comes with it, because he might be a better person off the field than he is on it, which would be a lie. But anyway, he's great people. But I absolutely love him, and every day with him was special.
Coach, you talked about being authentic, whether as a coach or a player, and I love that in your opening press conference. You can tell you're just always yourself, right? And players gravitate towards that. You mentioned, too, about your family. Your wife, Kristen, said that this was the last time, hopefully the last move.
Yes.
So I'm curious if you're still in the doghouse there, if she's warmed up a little bit to Southern California. And then the other side, too, how important is it, though, to have a great support system, a great wife, a great family? Your son's here, because it's not easy being in this business.
No, it's not. And as a coach, you have ex-wives and great wives, and I've had one of each. So, the greatest wife of all time is Kristen, and because she's got to be mom and dad for everybody when you're growing up. Because I don't care who you are. You can say, oh, well, there's hours. They don't work those kind of hours. Yeah, you do. Like, you're never home.
Yeah.
And so she had to do everything, and our kids turned out great. And then, but after 20 moves, I think we're about done. And she's a California girl. She is a straight Cali girl. She used to work at Fit'em here in L.A. Because she's a bombshell, and then she used to work in San Diego and all that stuff. So it wasn't bad coming here, but that was it. This last one was 2 moves. Part of our stuff went to L.A., the other part where we're going to retire in San Diego. So, but now she's back here, and it's awesome.
Well, it's 80 degrees this week, so everyone's feeling good about the move this week. We're happy to have you, Coach. Your wisdom in these halls is welcome, and great to have you on the show as well. Looking forward to everything that you're going to bring to the program this season. Ready to take it to the next level? Unleash the beast this college tailgate season with Monster Energy. Tear into a can of the meanest energy drink on the planet. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.